Hello, Pisces. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day. Merry Christmas, happy birthday, happy New Year, whatever. Well, happy birthday, not yet, but I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for being here. Welcome back. If you've already seen one of my videos, um, welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are having a happy, Merry Christmas time, enjoying your company and good food, or just yourself. I'm basically on my own, and I'm fine with that. I'm not the biggest fan of all that Christmas stuff. So, also hope you're having a good new moon in Capricorn. We also had an eclipse accompanying that, so the energies might be a little weird for you. If that's the case, don't worry. They're weird for me too. Also, it's that time of month almost, so I'm basically annoyed by everything. So yeah, don't worry about that. So Pisces, what I usually do is number one, since this is a monthly reading for January 2020, I'm doing these for all zodiacs, and it's a general reading, so it focuses, just on the general energy that comes through for that month. Those zodiacs, however, who get the most likes, and then if like two videos have a similar amount of likes, the decision will be made through the views. However, the three with the most likes and views will also get a monthly in-depth love reading. The rest of the zodiacs will just get the love quickies. That's one video for all zodiacs, or two videos where I do half and half, where every zodiac gets like a really quick card pull and just a little insight in what's going on in relationships and love. So hit the like button. You don't even have to stop watching, just look down there. It must be somewhere here, and you just click on it, and then you're done. Thank you. It will also help my channel growing and going, since it does have a huge impact on my statistics and on how often my video will be displayed in the recommendations or the previews for other videos. Anyhow, as I said, this is a general reading. I will look into the energies coming through for January 2020. I cannot dive into details too much. I can also not dive into all storylines that show up, since it's picking up on a large group of people. So I will intuitively tell you the story that comes through the strongest. Take what resonates, leave with the rest. If you want more insight, don't hesitate to contact me. I do offer personal readings too. And right now I'm doing a 50% holiday discount on all my readings. Yes, you heard me, 50%. And that's valid for every reading that's being purchased until December 31st. So if you purchase until December 31st, no matter when I deliver the reading or when we make our appointment, you will get a 50% discount on that. You can also donate if you want to help those who don't have enough money to afford a reading but would love to get one. I lost it. You donate. I will use the money as an energy exchange to give readings to those who cannot pay for it by themselves. Because due to the energies, I cannot do free readings. It's just a lack of energy exchange that's taking place then. So in favor of my own energetic balance, I'm not doing that anymore. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to do the general reading for January 2020. Just a tiny little spread. The last 2 videos I did, the first 2 zodiacs, were pretty short. So let's see what comes up for you, Pisces. And then in the end, when I'm done with the reading, thank you very much for the like, I will pull an animal spirit kind of as a totem for the year 2020, like what will the essence be for you for that year, and what is the animal spirit that you can rely on whenever you need it. So very interesting, and it did turn out pretty well, pretty cool for Aquarius and Capricorn. So let's see what comes through. Guys, my voice is still a little strained. You probably heard that. I did catch a little cold over here. So I'll be sipping tea during the reading. I might even be eating from time to time, so bear with me. But, I don't have a real choice. So I'm trying to get comfortable here in my holiday vacation, not at home setup. I'm currently staying at my sister's. She and her husband and the kids are in Sweden, enjoying a very nice vacation there. And I am house sitting and also cat sitting. The cat's asleep right now. He does look at me, but he's asleep. He did come in during the first video during Capricorn. If you want to see him, check that out. But I think he already got used to me sitting here talking weird stuff to no one. I guess he was just irritated because I wasn't talking to him and in that weird language that he doesn't understand, right? So Pisces, what's going on? What is going on? So we're closing off the year, not only the year, but a whole decade. So naturally, we're also closing off cycles and starting new ones. It's just a time where that happens naturally, energetically. Also with the new moon now, new moon, also new cycle. So there's a lot of endings and beginnings going on. So far, both Aquarius and Capricorn have that in their readings. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it here for you too. I'm seeing many 4s right now. Oops. You might not be able to focus right now, Pisces. I do see that you're reflecting what you've left behind or on the past, maybe even on past relationships a lot. And you can't quite put your focus on to one thing, see how the lovers are peeking through, and the 3 of Swords. So thanks. Oh my God. You're probably kind of reflecting on your past. Maybe you've had some realizations, some epiphanies about the patterns in your relationships. I think I've had that last month also for you. So if that comes up again, this simply means that you might have gotten it by now. Hey, Frankie. His name is Mo, actually. He was born on a Monday, and he has that M on his hand. So it's Mo. He's fierce. He's a very weird cat. The first few times that I was here, he hissed at me and scratched me and bit me. He still does that sometimes. He has had a lack of socialization when he was little. He didn't have any other cats, so his social behavior is a little bit off. But once he warms up, he's a pretty cool dude. I mean, he does like sleeping on my face, which can be annoying because he's like 7 kilograms. And he loves cleaning me, and I'm not very fond of that. But, you know, cats are cool. I just don't like the side effects, like the hair everywhere and the cat litter. I'm not a big fan of that, even though I grew up with cats. There's the 4 again. There's the 3 of Swords again. Okay, let's get this straight. One more shuffle. Yeah, and here's the shift. So regarding that past reflection and that heartache, I feel that you did move on a little, but you're not quite at the end of that yet. So the energy is still there. That reflection is still there, but you have not yet entirely closed that off. Let's see. Oh, tea. Tea is so awesome. I love tea. Oh, number 1, looking good. Okay. Lots of cards flipping in the deck. To me, that's kind of processes going on behind the curtains, or, you know, more in the subconscious than in the conscious. Many cards here also. Look at that. The Sun, Strength, 10 of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Pentacles, our old friend, the Patience. Let's see, what did Frankie say? You're welcome for the read, Frankie. Stay tuned. I'm just getting started, right? Okay, January 2020, Pisces. We're starting off with the Sun and Strength. And, you know, even though the Sun is a quite positive card because it talks about faith and hope and enlightenment, divine masculine energy, awakening, la, la, la. To me, it's also the card of red flags and maybe being blindsided a little bit. Like, for another sign, I had that energy of being overindulgent in celebration and happiness, and therefore being blindsided for the red flags. But in this case, since Strength is coming out next to it, I think it's more not realizing where your strength is right now at this very moment. Like, you are a strong person, Pisces. You just don't always know because you're so super sensitive, and you are pretty good in avoiding deeper emotions, even though you have them, but you're very good in burying them deep down in the lion, right? So in January, you might kind of be in that energy of being like, where's my strength? Where's my courage? Where's my confidence? What am I going to do? What do I have to do to not take control necessarily, but take overhand of these patterns that you have just had yourself caught in, that 10 of Swords, suffering, painful energy that you probably have found yourself in lately. And I do see that you already cut it off. Sorry, guys. and you're in that void in between. Okay, now I've did that, so what's next? And here's the Four of Cups also that peek through while shuffling, and underneath that we have the Five of Pentacles. So you're in that little space in between having closed that cycle, but you're still in the leftovers of that pain that this closure has brought. And that's the thing with cycles, right? You close a cycle, you let go of whatever is attached to that or whatever you were attached to. But of course, that creates an energy of a loss and lack. If you want it, if you let your mind create that energy, that's what will be created. I do feel though, I'm usually not too fond of reading in external energies into the readings, because for me everything is about ourselves, and everything that's within is mirrored in the external. So I usually focus on your energy, but I do feel that you do have help. In January, it's not no help that's coming in. Might be a father figure or a grandfather, someone around you, an older person. Doesn't have to be a male, can also be a female, who will help you get back on your feet a little bit. Let's look a little deeper. Man, do some of you have a cold? Thank you very much. Oh, temperance. See, and here's that Page of Swords. I saw that one earlier too, when I was saying you might not be able to have that focus, and see how it comes out between the Sun and the Strength, where I was saying you're kind of not seeing that strength. And that's because you're not focusing on it, if that makes any sense. You're just not able to put that in front of you. Or that's the other option. You're just looking at other things right now. Probably you're focusing on the negative side or the negative aspect of your situation right now. Keep in mind though that this card, yes, it's a lack mentality, and yes, it's having financial issues, maybe even, and being left out in the cold, but it's also the card right before help comes in. So you have that help. And you have that help in the heavenly realms also. Temperance is that rebalancing of energies. And right here, what temperance is balancing is your pain and your strength and your courage and your confidence. Yeah, well, then cheers. Yeah, I'm gonna have some tea on you. Cheers. For those of you who are watching later and wondering who I'm talking to, I got someone in the live chat here. So thank you 5 times. Why 5 times? Ooh, whoopala. Okay. 2 options here with this card. Number 1, as I said, I'm not too fond of focusing on external energies, but we do have quite a lot going on in the soulmate, twin soul, twin flame community right now. So it makes sense. And I have 4 of Wands in the shuffling earlier. So you probably ended a relationship, or you're transitioning into a new one, and that's why that past issues, this 10 of Swords energy is coming back up. And here's the Empress, so that's speaking more for option number 2, growing into more alignment, growing into a new kind of relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's someone there that you want a relationship with, or that you are dating, or that you are interested in. It simply means that you're energetically preparing for seeking a new level or a new form of relationships. I guess, Pisces, that has been a big issue for you for for quite a while now. I only ask good questions, Frankie, but I also give good answers. Huh, what was that? Excited to see what's that. Yeah, okay. 9 of Wands. I was kind of feeling that earlier, that this person around you who can help, or you could see who could help, for some reason you're kind of defensive towards them. You might even be blocking them, not necessarily physically, but energetically. I'm not sure why. I mean, probably it's fear-based, or it's just simply that you're still you're still too focused on that. What do I not have? What is bugging me right now? Why do I have to do this alone? And that I always say, like, and I don't mean that in a bad way, and I don't take it personal. But if you victimize yourself, if you keep yourself in that victim energy, this I'm such a poor thing, I have no one around me. Sorry, what happens is that you don't see the help that is actually around you. Okay. Sorry, I have to bend over really hard to see the chat, Frankie, so yeah. Bear with me. That was you again. So let's see. Yeah, see, and here are the sixes. Here's the balance that is being restored here. Beautifully arranged in between the Page of Swords, Temperance. Underneath Strength is that that ability to get your thoughts in order, to know where you want to go and what you have to take and what you have to leave in order to restore that balance. And that's because you take your focus off. And see, I was saying earlier, it can be either this or that, but in this case, it's taking your focus off that one thing, taking your focus off that being alone mentality, that why do I have to do this alone mentality. You don't have to do anything alone, my love. You're always supported. And that help is there, and it is coming in January. And you will let it in because the divine wants to do so. I still don't see it as a romantic partnership or relationship, but definitely a soulmate energy. So someone who you probably knew before, not necessarily in this life, but maybe in another one, or probably in another one, that now came back into this incarnation right as planned and as you had agreed on before you're incarnated on Earth, to help you out right now. Okay, so don't block them off. Stay open and curious in your heart. Okay, allow yourself to let go a little bit, to relax a little bit, to not be too serious about everything. Like, if someone comes in, right, and you feel that instant connection and attraction, maybe even, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that this is meant to be a romantic partnership. Soulmates are soulmates, and they can be anyone and anything. So allow yourself to let go of that of that huge expectation that basically you push yourself down with, right? Like if you go into some kind of relationship, just try to stay open for anything that wants to happen and take the lessons that it brings for you. Take the good that it wants to give you. Take whatever you can take out of it without being selfish, of course. And try not to be focused on that, this has to be this or this has to be that. It does not have to be. The more open you are, the more can happen. There we are. See, stop overthinking. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. See how the 6 comes, and then here we have the 7. And here's the Ace of Pentacles coming in. And I am aware that many readers view or read the 7 of Swords as a betrayal, as being sly and sneaky and selfish. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. I see the 7 of Swords as being someone who overthinks, who thinks a lot, who has his hands full with things that he or she has to keep in mind or be aware of. So basically just having too much in their head and trying to get together what they really need right now. As I said in the 6 of Swords, becoming aware of what you need to take with you and what you need to leave behind. And see, that's exactly what that dude is doing here. Right? You might even have to, or you might even be changing locations in order to have this Ace of Pentacles, this offer, this manifestation coming in. Because you see here, down here, that's a path with the gate at the end. So this might be something that's actually in the distance. And here we have the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is, yes, it's victory. It's acknowledgement by others. And this dude is coming back from somewhere where he has been through some battles and trials. So basically he's moving too, right? He's not, he may not be where he came from. He's somewhere else. So either you travel or you're moving. Might be an opportunity that comes in January. Thank you. See? Journey again. Traveling again. This time, it's more a heart-based journey, but there's definitely a journey. There's definitely somewhere you're going physically, emotionally. Maybe you're already planning this, but you will not stay where you are. You will not stay where you are. And here's the King of Cups finishing off this spread. Basically, your card, it can be Pisces. And in this case, here's underneath the deck, by the way, is the Knight of Swords, followed by the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Wands. Do you see how much you are moving, dudes? Calm. Anyhow, in the spread, coming up in that position, to sum up, the King of Cups here is that man who has it in order. His cup's clean. His cup's clean. It's clean. It's empty. He knows how to fill it. He knows how to empty it. He can sometimes seem cold because he's in that energy that I mentioned earlier, that Pisces is sometimes quite good at, in having the very deep emotions, but leaving them deep down. Okay? So, Let's see if the Lenormands have anything else to add. I'm very interested in that movement. But you know, if that's what Spirit wants to say, it is. If not, then it's not. Hey Frankie, I'd love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. Would be great to see you here more often. Also, I don't know if you're a Pisces, Pisces Sun then probably. As soon as all my videos are done, also check out your other signs because the other placements in the charts are important too, especially Moon, Rising, and Venus. When it comes to love, Venus is most important for you. And if you know someone who might like my videos too, then feel free to recommend. I'm still growing, you know. I'm a rookie. YouTube rookie. Anyhow. I want more. I'm just checking if another one has flipped, but it hasn't. Just saw 3131. That's 44 again. So you might be seeing fours a lot. Fours. Also have 3 viewers and 1 like. That's also 4. Ha ha ha. Nah, ha ha. Okay, second row. So what I'm already feeling is that, no. I'm looking at you, but I'm not taking you guys. I already have my cards on the board, even though there's more 4s. Yeah, you're definitely dreaming of a new beginning. And here's that deep emotions again. So I feel that you really want to go somewhere else. You want to move. You want to start over fresh, away from where you are now. There could be someone external involved indeed. And that's probably why you're stressing out about it. So this is something that it is already there. And somehow you know that it is something that would make you happy, and probably something even that you've been dreaming of. And that's why it's stressing you out, because number one, you're probably not used to allowing yourself to be happy. And number two, it's somehow triggering your inner child. So whoever this person is, there's a distance between you. You're definitely not in the same city. You're communicating basically through text, probably chat, text messages, WhatsApp, messengers, video calls, but not physically. I'm not even sure if you guys have met yet. So that's probably why for you it's such a hard decision to make, because it's not, you kind of can't touch it. It almost seems like a dream, too good to be true. Thanks, Frankie. Okay, as I said, if you wish to see a more in-depth love reading, 3 zodiacs with the most likes and most views will get an in-depth love bonus. I think it was Pisces last month even. So hit like, view 100 times, which doesn't make any sense because double and triple views will be deleted by YouTube. I'm going to pull some more of these. If there's no one external involved right now, guys, thank you. Then I don't see anyone coming in, to be honest. But then it's more about you, as I said, you coming in alignment with yourself a little bit more, aligning your own energies, coming back into that, bringing together, you know, putting that away and having your feminine, your child, and your masculine energy sorted out. Because that's all the energies that we have and that we drop on the floor and that are important to be aware of and to nourish. Oh my God. My apologies, I'm German, so sometimes my English sucks. But, you know, I really can't use that as reason because sometimes my German sucks too. All right. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Number one. Number two. So, dudes, we have here soul name and nothing has gone wrong. So as I said, you're in that realignment energy right now. And sometimes that comes with reflecting on what has gone wrong, what have I done wrong, what have others done to me. And that's really not necessary because everything that happens for a reason. Everything. And things don't happen to you, they happen for you, they happen for your own good. And it's not you know, how you perceive things and how you feel about things is really your choice. You just have to learn that. Soul name, to me, it's the beginning of a new cycle. As I said, it's ascending into a higher state of consciousness, of awareness. It's enlightenment. Here's also the heart opening up again. Sometimes, you know, the heart has to break several times to open up. I know that. I know what I'm talking about. And it's also finding your true self, especially if you've been struggling for a few years now, maybe even going from relationship to relationship without ever being on your own, and not doing things for yourself. It's hard to remember your true self, your true soul, your authentic self, right? So I'm going to leave that like this and move on to the animal totem spirit that I want to give you at hand for the year 2020. So I will not give you the whole meaning of the animals because there is several different cultures that have several different views on whatever this animal means. You can look up the Celtic meaning or from the Indians, you know, Native Americans, or any other Chinese, or just even the actual traits and characteristics of that animal and find something in there for you. So that's what I encourage you to do, right? I will give you, of course, my take on that animal, but after that, oh, sorry, should I have done that first? Okay. That's 3, but I only want 1, kind of. So let's see. It's this one. What were those 2? Okay. Yeah, the other 2 are just picking up on those. I can tell you that. And for the whole year, ladies and gentlemen, we have Seahorse Spirit. Seahorse Spirit is saying watch and wait. Well, we had Seven of Pentacles peeking through earlier. This doesn't mean not to do anything. But if you're that small and that fragile and you have to do that many things by yourself, sometimes it's just better to do things very slow, to watch what happens, to watch whatever wants to emerge or what is approaching you, instead of acting on it right away or thinking you have to do something right now. You don't always have to. Sometimes it's even better to not do anything and just let the currents carry you away, trusting that they will bring you wherever you need to be right now, right? And again, I'm getting that traveling energy. So 2020 in general might be a year for you where you're moving around a lot, not in a negative way, but either in your soul or physically. Maybe you're going back to where you wanted to be since you were little. I don't know. So look up the seahorse. I know that seahorses are awesome, cute, tiny, fascinating little creatures. I do see lots of chakra activity in this also, because you see how much there's going on here. So again, I do see lots of alignment here. I think what this is telling you in this also is being aware of the balance that you need energetically, okay? Like if your crown or your head is too heavy, you will fall during a storm because your roots are not strong enough. And maybe that's what that traveling energy is. It's saying, hey, stay put where you are right now and grow some strong roots so that you don't get blown away by every tiny breeze that comes along, okay? So check out Seahorse, see what it tells you, and every time you need help or guidance for 2020, call on the Seahorse Spirit to help you out. Guys, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I know I'm saying it again and again, but it's so important to me. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. I hope I'll see you for the other ones. So, cheerio. Peace out. Thank you, Frankie.